Ja. Also Tar Shishiman is Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anant Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Syama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Navadeep Mayapur Dham ki jai. Sri Jamunamai Gangamai Bhakti Devi Tulsi Devi ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premananda Haribo. All glory is the assembled devotees. All glory the assembled devotees. All glory is the assembled devotees. Jai Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 1, Text 19, the first step in God realization. Tataikavayavam Dayet Avyachinena Chetasa Mano Nirvisayam Yuktva Tata Kinchana Na Smaret Padam Tat Paramam Vishnu Manor Yatra Prasidati Tatraikavayakam Anyayed Avyachinena Chetasa Mano Nirvisayam Yuktva Tata Kinchana Chasmaret Padam Tat Paramam Vishnur Manoyatra Prasidati Tatraikavayavam Anyayed Avyachinena Chetasa Mano Nirvisayam Yukva Tata Kinchana Nasmaret Param Tat Paramam Vishnu Manoyatra Prasidati Tatraikavayavam Yayet Avyuchinena Chetasa Mano Nirvisayam Yuktva Tata Kinchana Nasmaret Param Tat Paramam Vishnu Manoyatra Prasidati. Tataikavayavam Yayet Avyuchinena Chetasa Namno Nirvisayam Yukva Tato Kinchana Nasmaret Param Tat Paramam Vishnu Mano Yatra Prasidati. Tatraikavayavam Dayat Svanena Chetasa Mano Nirvisayam Yugva Tata Kinchanana Smarat Param Tat Paramam Vishnu Anayatra Prasidati Tatraika Vayavam Dayat Avyuchinena Chetasa Ano Nirvisayam Yukva Tata Kinchanana Smarat Param Tat Paramam Vishnu Mano Yatra Prasidati. Matajis. Tatraika Vayavam Jayat Againena Chetasa Mano Nirvisayam Yukva Param Tat Paramam Vishnu Mano Yatra Prasidati Tatraika Dayat Avyuchinena Chetasa Sayam Yukva Tata Kinchanana Smarat Taram Tat Paramam Vishnu Mano Yatra Prasidati Tatra. Thereafter, Eka, one by one, Avyayam, Avayavam, limbs of the body, Dayat, should be concentrated upon. Avyachinena, without being deviated from the complete form. Chetasa, by the mind. Manak, mind. Nirvishayam, without being contaminated by sense objects. Yuktva, being dovetailed. Tata, after that. Kinchana, anything. Na, do not. Smaret, think of. Padam, personality. Tat, that. Paramam, supreme. Vishnu, of Vishnu. Mana, the mind. Yatra, whereupon. Prasidati, becomes reconciled. Translation. Thereafter, you should meditate upon the limbs of Vishnu one after another, without being deviated from the conception of the complete body. Thus the mind becomes free from all sense objects. There should be no other thing to be thought upon, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, is the ultimate truth. The mind becomes completely reconciled in Him only. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Foolish persons bewildered by the external energy of Vishnu do not know that the ultimate goal of the progressive search after happiness is to get in touch directly with Lord Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. Vishnu Tattva is an unlimited expansion of different transcendental forms of the personality of Godhead, and the supreme or original form of Vishnu Tattva is Govinda, or Lord Krishna, the supreme cause of all causes. Therefore, thinking of Vishnu or meditating upon the transcendental form of Vishnu, specifically upon Lord Krishna, is the last word on the subject of meditation. This meditation may be begun from the lotus feet of the Lord. One should not, however, forget or be misled from the complete form of the Lord. Thus, one should not practice thinking of the different parts of the transcendental body one after another. Here in this verse, it is definitely assured that the Supreme Lord is not impersonal. He is a person, but his body is different from those of conditioned persons like us. Otherwise, meditation beginning from the pranava Omkar up to the limbs of the personal body of Vishnu would not have been recommended by Sukadeva Goswami for the attainment of complete spiritual perfection. The Vishnu forms of worship in great temples of India are not therefore arrangements of idol worship, as they are wrongly interpreted to be by a class of men with a poor fund of knowledge. Rather, they are different spiritual centers of meditation on the transcendental limbs of the body of Vishnu. The worshipable deity in the temple of Vishnu is identical with Lord Vishnu by the inconceivable potency of the Lord. Therefore, a neophyte's concentration or meditation upon the limbs of Vishnu in the temple, as contemplated in the revealed scriptures, is an easy opportunity for meditation for persons who are unable to sit down tightly at one place and then concentrate upon pranava Omkar or the limbs of the body of Vishnu, as recommended herein by Sukadeva Goswami, the great authority. The common man can benefit more by meditating on the form of Vishnu in the temple than on the Omkara, the spiritual combination of Aum, as explained before. There is no difference between Omkar and the forms of Vishnu, but persons unacquainted with the science of absolute truth try to create dissension by differentiating between the forms of Vishnu and that of Omkar. Here it is indicated that the Vishnu form is the ultimate goal of meditation, and as such, it is better to concentrate upon the forms of Vishnu than on impersonal Omkar. The latter process is also more difficult than the former. Tatraika vayavam dhyayed avyuchinena chetasa mano nirvishayam yukva tata kinchana nasmaret param tat paramam vishnor mano yatra prasidati. Thereafter you should meditate upon the limbs of Vishnu one after another without being deviated upon the conception of the complete body. Thus the mind becomes free from all sense objects. There should be no other thing to be thought upon, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu is the ultimate truth. The mind becomes completely reconciled in Him only. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Yaranjana Shalakaya Chaksur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto his lotus feet. So here, real meditation is being described. Srila Prabhupada says in one lecture on the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita that we never hear of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sit down meditate. Or we never hear of Srimati Radharani sitting down meditating. Of course, we do hear of Lord Krishna. In Krishna book, Krishna sat down and meditated on his own form. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But this meditation process was not taken up by the Goswamis or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in our Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition. That is, there is a more practical way of meditating that is the same or more powerful than meditation. Even the impersonalist yogis, the great Acharya Shankaracharya, he was walking with his disciples and they chanced upon a Sanskrit scholar who was giving them the impersonal conclusion of the absolute truth, not giving them the personal feature. And Shankaracharya instructed his disciples, Bhaja Govinda, Bhaja Govinda, Govinda Bhaja Mudamate. Just worship Govinda. Worship Govinda, you rascals and fools. Just engage in the worship of Govinda. Satsangatve nisangatvam. Nisangatve nirmohatvam. Nirmohatve nischalatatvam. Nischalatatvam jivan mukta. He told his disciples, Satsangatve nisangatva, that when one associates with those that are serving Govinda, worshiping Govinda, one gives up the association of those who do not worship Govinda. Satsangatve nisangatvam. Satsanga, one associates with the saintly. Satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam. When one can give up the association, Shankaracharya described, of non-saintly persons, one gives up the illusion, nirmohatvam, the illusion that I am this body, this material world is the all in all. I can gain some great satisfaction from this world and sense gratification in itself. Nirmohatve nischalatatvam. When one gives up that illusion, Natevidu swargagatim hi Vishnu. Srila Prabhupada points out in the first line. They don't know. The ultimate goal of life is Vishnu. Therefore, searching after all kinds of variegated pleasures, unlimited, so to speak, variegated pleasures, just whatever the mind will concoct. It's called a concoction of sense gratification, because that sense gratification doesn't really exist. It's temporary. It's the coming together of the feeling and the taste temporarily, and after some time it's gone. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam states, Natevidu swargagatim hi Vishnu. They don't know the ultimate goal of life, that is Vishnu. This is Sukadeva Goswami teaching the Maharaj and the assembly of devotees. Nirmohatve nischalatatvam. When one gives up this illusion, one is said to be on the path of spirituality. Nirmohatvam nischalatatvam. Nischalatatvam. And when on the path of self-realization, jiva mukta. Shankaracharya told his disciples, when one takes up this path of self-realization, Bhaja Govinda, Bhaja Govinda, Govinda Bhaja Mudamate, then one becomes a Jivan Mukta, a self-realized soul. So there was practical. We all know the story of Maharaj Ambarish with Durvasa. But actually the description in Srimad Bhagavatam of Maharaj Ambarish is extremely instructive and gives us the practical of devotional service and real meditation. 10th Canto of Bhagavatam states, Kriyasu yas twach charanadavindayo, that one should engage in manual labor, practical activity. In that purport, Srila Prabhupada describes in the 10th Canto, in our Krishna consciousness movement, all of our activities are meant for distributing Krishna consciousness by distributing Krishna conscious literature. So when one engages in practical activities of this Krishna consciousness movement, Kriyasu yastwach charanadavindayo, that is worshiping the lotus feet of the Lord. So Maharaj Ambarish, he said practically same thing. He gave the very practical instruction. Not some sit down, meditate, staring at the tip of your nose with the eyes crossed. Even I was saying at the Sunday feast, I actually was taught, I think it was my freshman year of college, how to close all the senses. One Mayavadi guru had come to University of Illinois and was teaching meditation. That speaking is bad, seeing is bad, hearing is bad, smelling is bad. So they taught a process. I'm telling you, I didn't make this up. I was taught this by an unbona fide guru from India, that you have to close all the senses at somehow or other. I was doing a meditation like this that we were taught. Don't see evil, don't hear evil, don't speak evil. So you have to close everything. Don't get into it too much, Brigger. After a while, it began to irritate. This is their because they don't know. Nate vidu, swarga gitimi Vishnu, durashaya. They take false shelter. They try to come up with some other explanation. Stop everything. Don't do anything. Just like a child running around causing so much havoc. Sit down, be quiet. So the senses are so much out of control. Stop completely. But for the good child, they can engage in positive activities, or the senses of the devotee have practical engagement. This was the teaching of Ambarish Maharaj. Savai Mana Krishna Paravindayo Vaichamsi Vaikunta Gunanuvarnane Karo Harer Mandira Marjanadishu Chakarchuta Satkatodaye Kamam Chadasyena tu Kama Kamyaya Yatotama Shloka Janashraya Rati. He taught very practically. He practiced. This is why he was such a great Rajarishi, saintly king. because he was teaching practically Savaimana Krishna Padaravindayo. Absorb the mind in the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, just like it's saying here within the purport, within the verse of Sukadeva Goswami. One has to absorb the mind in the lotus feet. Lotus feet of Lord Krishna means the spiritual master. The lotus feet of the spiritual master means practical seva, practical service to the spiritual master. So that service that Ambarish Maharaj was describing, Savaimana Krishna Padaravindayo, Vaichamsi Vaikunta Gunanuvarnane, using the words to describe the Lord of Vaikunta. Karo Harer Mandiram Arjanadishu, using the hand practically, as we do, to cleanse the temple of Krishna. Using the eyes to see the deity form of Lord Krishna. Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Rukmini, Dwarkadish, Kornitai, Srila Prabhupada. Using the ears to hear the katha, the transcendental pastimes of Lord Krishna. Using the head to bow down to Lord Krishna. All very practical. And using the tongue to speak, Vaichamsi Vaikunta Gunanuvarnane, to speak the glories of the transcendental Lord and take Krishna Prasadam. When we engage, Srila Prabhupada has given us all of these practical activities, daily activities, as a deep, deep, deep meditation. You can sit down and try to kick out all your thoughts and cover up all your senses and meditate on Om, or meditate on some impersonal mantra. But Srila Prabhupada personally came, Nirvasesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. He came to give us this personalism and to wipe out the impersonalistic habits. We all have these impersonalistic habits, thinking that we can reach perfection by sitting and meditating. Our sampradaya is not a sampradaya of sit and meditate. In past ages, one could sit and meditate. But in this age, chanting, dancing, feasting, Krishna Prasadam, Hare Krishna. This is our practical system. Unfortunately, the Mayavad class, Yene Ravandaksha Vimuktamanina, Tvayasta Bavad Avasudha Budaya, Aruya Krichena Parampadam Tata, Parantiado Nadrita Yusmad Angraya. The impersonalistic class, it states in the Srimad Bhagavatam, consider themselves already in a liberated state. We have that quote, one crazed person came up to Srila Prabhupada in the old days of New York, said, Swami, at 2 o'clock this afternoon, I was higher than you. Devotees were waiting, what's Prabhupada going to say? Prabhupada turned to him and said, oh, please accept my humble obeisances. If you have nothing further, please go. They're thinking, Vimuktamanina. in their minds. Everyone's thinking, I'm very advanced. I'm so transcendental. They have this transcendental meditations. And one's thinking 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, rest of the day, all nonsense. But I am advanced in spiritual life. I am there. We're not trying to criticize the Mayavad class, although it's difficult not to. But our spiritual master came to defeat that philosophy. Our Krishna consciousness defeats that philosophy. Nirvisesa sunyavadi paschatya desatarine. Srila Prabhupada came to eradicate the impersonalism and the oneness, the all is one. This was a big part of his mission because it's rampant. And they're thinking, Yene Ravindaksha Vamuktamaninas. Today, I'm very high. I'm higher than you. But Bhagavatam states, Tvayasta Bavad Avasuda Buddhaya. Because their intelligence is impure. And why the intelligence is impure? Because they have no regard for the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna's lotus feet means the service, practical service to the deity of the Lord. Practically hearing, chanting, remembering, serving, worshiping, praying, offering everything to, befriending, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. Practical seva as Maharaj Ambarish was engaged and taught. Practical service. But because they have no regard for practical service, and they feel that I'm already in a liberated state, Bhagavatam states, Aruya krichena parampadam tata padantiado nadrita yusmadangraya. They must fall down again to this material world. They can think, I'm in Baba. Now let's have some sense gratification. Let's get high and experience the bhava. Let's get intoxicated to enhance our bhava. This is that same false understanding. We're already in bhava. Feel the bhav. Can you feel it? That's an extremely advanced stage. Prabhupada describes, nectar of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu describes, Ado Shraddha, Tatasaru Sangata Bhajana Kriya, Tato Anartha Nivritti Syat, Tato Nista, Ruchistata, Tato Bhava. It's way down there. It's not you go to some festival for $150 and now you're feeling the bhava. Ado Shraddha. First you have to have some faith. What is the faith? That I'm not this body. That Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's first thing. You don't have that, there's no bhava if you can't get past Ado Shraddha Tata, Sadhu Sangha. Then you have to associate with the devotees, not criticize the devotees, not avoid the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, but associate as a servant of the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. You can't get past that, you're there, you're stuck there. Ado Shraditata Sadhu Sangata Bhajana Kriya. One has to engage in practical devotional service. Who is engaging in practical devotional service without accepting Srila Prabhupada and his ISKCON movement as their life and soul? There's no bhava, you can't get past that. You have to go further. Ado Shraditata Sadhu Sangata Bhajana Kriya Tato Anartha Nivritisya. Then some of our bad qualities begin to fade away. They may even stay for 50, 60, 80 years. But some are going away. At least when the doctor's office asks, how often do you say, listen to my voice, they say, how many packs of cigarettes do you smoke a day? I've never smoked. I gave it up when I was 20 years old. No smoking. No drinking. No intoxication. Anartha nivritti syat tato nista ruchistata. Then one begins to get a taste, to become fixed and get a taste. It isn't that we just jump and all of a sudden I'm feeling it. Can you feel it? I'm not sure what you're feeling, but I'm pretty sure it's not bhava. Unless you're a Vaishnava or Vaishnavi engaged in practical devotional service of Shravana Kirtana Vishnu. So it's a science, and a very practical science. It's not all one. We're not the same as our impersonal brothers and sisters. There's a humongous difference, because our meditation is on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Our meditation is on the lotus feet of the Lord. And our meditation is on, at the lotus feet of the Lord is our spiritual master, and our meditation is on his lotus feet. And what is that lotus feet? Practical seva to the spiritual master. And that you get from engaging and taking up the process of devotional service under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master in the association of devotees is a science of Krishna consciousness. We don't just jump from, just like years ago or even nowadays, they take some hallucinogenics. I think before it used to be LSD, now it's this other hallucinogenic, I don't even know. And it makes you think, Vimuktamanina, I'm a self-realized soul. I know everything. I'm there. You have no regard for the lotus feet of the Lord. You're not engaged in practical service to the Lord. You have no understanding what real meditation, practical meditation of the Lord is. There's no question you know everything. You know some titillation of the senses or the mind or the intellect that the drug drove you to, but that's the extent of your self-realization. Is a science and is a process, a gradual process, taking lifetime or lifetimes to advance. And therefore we stick to the process. Even though there may be difficulty, we pick ourselves back up and engage back in the process of devotional service. So one has to be very careful, because when one associates with the spiritual, one becomes spiritualized. And when one associates with the mundane, material, one becomes contaminated. So we have to be careful to always try and keep ourselves somehow or other in the association of Satsangatvam, of the eternal, of the devotees of the Lord, of the Samkirtan mission of the Lord. Then we'll be protected and gradually make some advancement in our spiritual realization. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Hari Hari Bol.
Sura Prabhu ki jai.
Well, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of